Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by Louisiana Lottery, Coca-Cola Zero, Oshner Health, Dow Chemical, Amanda's Fine Meat, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, Liberty Bank and Trust, Louisiana Propane Dealers, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, and Jerry Lane Chevrolet. Hello and welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley, where we come to you each week from Southern Coffee, located on Scotland Avenue. You can see the address there. They've got delicious sandwiches, coffee, smoothies. Come check them out. We shoot about 12 o'clock on Mondays. Come hang out with Coach and I as we do the show, talk a little SU football. Of course, you can catch us about 7 times a week. You see the graphic there, or anytime at your convenience on YouTube or our Facebook channel. Coach Dooley, as we jump into this, congrats on your first win as a Jaguar football coach. Gotta say, incredible output, 86-0. And I liked what I saw in a lot of phases of the game. Offense, defense, even special teams. Everybody showed up and they really wanted to play. And I really was surprised, Coach, with your running back, Braylon Morgan. He came in and really showed that I want to play too, Coach. You got a lot of that from a lot of different players.
Well, that's what we're coaching. That's what we want, next man up, regardless of what the situation is. We're not going to hang around and pout about the playing time. We're just going to be ready when our number is called, and that's what you saw.
Coach, you ever have a lopsided win like that?
I can say I did, but I just don't speak on it.
Okay, all right. Let's jump into some highlights because we got plenty to show the fans of Southern University football. As you can see, Sims is going to take one for 17, and he's going to take another one for 13. Then Bishawn McCray is going to hit Sims for 34 yards and a touchdown, and the scoring parade begins, Coach.
Yes, absolutely. You thought the first series was the Sims showcase, but he did do a great job. Bishawn did a great job. The offensive line did a great job.
There you see Bishawn hitting Sims for 8. And then he takes one himself using his own feet for a 65-yarder, and he looked good, Coach, coming around left end.
Yeah, I've yet to see his top end speed. He won't let go, but he can run.
Great defensive effort, Coach. A sack by Jordan Lewis. Then you see a strip. It was a sack strip. What do you call it? A strip 6.
But Jordan Lewis created everything.
Yep.
He sacked the guy, picked the fumble up. Then Cam got it. Then he took it from Cam and brought it in the end zone.
There you see, we're back on defense, smothering the FAMU Lions, Coach. Great play right there by, I think that was it was Greathouse, Coach?
Yes, Greathouse.
There you see the score into the first quarter. There again, Coach. We were talking about it before the game. The pursuit by the defense was just fantastic.
Yeah, when you talk about the pursuit, everybody keeps talking about Dog Day D. This is something that will get you to be called Dog Day D. So we still got some work to do, though. Great
run right there. And here we are taking it in again. Score 35-0 at this juncture, Coach.
I thought the guys was executing at a high level, and that's what we wanted to see.
Great interception right there, Coach. You got to love it when your defense can turn that ball over and give it back to the offense.
Absolutely. That's what you call team effort. We want them to turn it over, and then we just got to cash in when they turn it over.
Great pitch and catch there, Coach, for another touchdown, 42-0 at this juncture.
Guys are playing exciting football right now, having fun.
I bet you they were tired of playing against each other, Coach.
Absolutely. We talked about it. Those guys played smart throughout camp, though.
Coach, one of the best catches of the year. He lays full out, Coach, and catches it. Gotta love it, that effort.
Well, yeah, being a former wideout, I look for those type things right there. Look for a big play from a receiver, and I think he cashed in on it.
You saw your tight end get a big hit. Another great catch, a one-hander, Coach. Coach, you really were clicking on offense right there.
Absolutely. They was executing at a high level.
As you can see, 49-0. Jaguars just really owning this game in the first half. Again, defense not giving up a yard to the Lions. Great pick six right here. Coach, all of this is in the first half. You know, you'd be happy with this for a whole game. You know, but again, we're talking about 56-0 in the first half.
Absolutely. You know, we guard ourselves not to look at the scoreboard, so we really shouldn't know what the score is. You know, we do know, but we don't want to look at the scoreboard. We got to keep playing for 60 minutes.
All right, when we come back, we're going to look at the second half highlights on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley. Stay with us.
Ready, Louisiana? Here come the Saints tickets from the Louisiana Lottery. Win up to $100,000. Play New Orleans Saints. Saints Game Day. And introducing Saints, the new Fast Play game. Enter the second chance drawings for VIP fan experiences, official autographed team merchandise, and the grand prize, a 2023 season ticket package. Play the Saints tickets from the Louisiana Lottery and make this your winning season.
Cats down by 58 with 1 minute left.
Hey, where's everybody going? This game's not over. So we're not the best. Our kicker stubbed his toe on the ball, and pretty sure our mascot has his costume on backwards. But this is our team. No matter what.
He was looking for the perfect car, but every place he looked, he was ignored.
Excuse me. Looking to buy a car?
Until one dealership decided to give him a chance. From Jerry Lane Chevrolet comes a story of one man's journey of buying a vehicle and getting treated with honesty and transparency every step of the way.
Thank you for listening to me.
Helping customers one car at a time.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
Customer service.
There is a gap between what is needed and what needs are met. When you partner with Liberty Bank, you empower more people to achieve more freedom. You're also investing in a bank that is a proven leader and has impacted those who usually don't have access to fair interest rates, new opportunities, and quality financial products. For Liberty Bank, this is bigger than banking. This is what happens when money and mission meet. Bank with us. Together, we can make a difference. Liberty Bank. There's freedom here. Member FDIC.
I am Juliet, daughter of Marguerite, granddaughter of Gabriel Piera. I come from a line of strong women who knew struggle and success too. Still, I was scared by my breast cancer diagnosis, but I had Blue Cross coverage, which meant I got care from top doctors. I'm strong like my mother and her mother before her. The right card, the right care.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley, where we come to you each week from Southern Coffee. About noon, you can catch us shooting the show every Monday. Coach, got to ask you, you're up 56-0 at the half. What do you tell a team to guard against a letdown and to try to keep improving with a whole nother half to play?
Well, I think, the team understand we're trying to develop that killer instinct. How you're going to let it, continue to play your brand of football regardless of what the score, because we don't want to look at the scoreboard.
I hear you, Coach. Coach, any players that you were surprised with their performance? Because a lot of people got some time.
No, I wouldn't say I was surprised. I was pleased because I wanted to see those guys have some success. We've been going through practice, and when you practice against one another, you start knowing the defense and start knowing the plays. So I was really excited to see those guys go out and have a little fun.
All right, let's jump into those second half highlights, Coach, and show the folks exactly what happened at A.W. Mumford Stadium on Pete Richardson Field at the Pete Richardson Classic. Boom, right off the bat. Jared Sims, 35 yards up the gut. McDaniel comes, hits McGee for a 25-yard touchdown. Actually, that was called back, and we ended up hitting Whitfield for a 35-yard touchdown.
Yes, absolutely. But, those guys were still executing regardless of what quarterback, and we actually had our second and third O linemen in. So it's always good to get those guys the opportunity to play in front of the home crowd.
Jaguars on defense. Great D right here by St. Junius.
I'll say that you asked about a surprise. He was a pleasant surprise. He hadn't played, been hurt a lot, but came in and held his own.
Jaguars got a safety right there. Then it was the Kendrick Rhymes show. First, Braylon Morgan brings a return back for 30, but then Kendrick goes left for 18. He goes left for 12, and then he's going to take one into the end zone from 5 yards out. And, Coach, you got to be happy when you can see a young man develop like this.
Absolutely. I knew what we were getting when we got him. He was a very explosive player. When we took him this spring, he really was just a freshman. He really hadn't been in college. So pleased to see that he worked over the summer, got stronger and faster.
We get the ball back, and boom, Braylon Morgan, he shows what he can do out of the backfield with a 17-yarder. And then Bubba McDaniel gets in the game and rips off a 32-yard touchdown around left. And, Coach, like I said earlier, everybody said, I want to play, Coach.
Absolutely. Not something that you're accustomed to seeing Bubba do, but, we had a chance to watch him do it in practice and had the confidence that he can read it the right way, and he did, and now he got him a touchdown.
We get the ball back, and Tucker comes in and takes one for 10. Then he's going to hit Allen on a 12-yarder. And then Braylon Morgan, he takes a 33-yarder and gets into the end zone himself. Coach, you got to love when you have a deep running back room.
Absolutely, but that's who Braylon Morgan is. We call him little pinball. He's a little pinball. He's going to bounce off guys and try to make a big play. But I was very, very pleased with Tucker. You're talking about a true freshman, had an opportunity to come in and run.
Great sack to end the game by Williams, and the final score, 86-0. Coach, you had to be happy with that output from your very first game of the season.
Well, I thought it was a good first game for us. A lot of guys had fun. A lot of guys played extremely well.
All right. When we come back, we're going to look ahead to our Jerry Lane Chevrolet Players of the Week and have our player interviews on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley. Stay with us.
Some things in life smell delicious.
All right.
Others
How the highlights. All right, Coach.
So
now it's just Players of the Week. You know what you got?
That's a tough one, though.
That's why we add strong odorants to alert you if there is a leak. So if you ever smell gas, turn your system off at the tank and call your propane dealer immediately. Propane is a safe and exceptional fuel, and we want to keep it that way.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats, the flavor says it all.
I think Southern gave me the tools to be successful in the future. Going through those courses really helped me and trained my brain to look at things from outside of the box and be more creative. After graduating from Southern, I started working at Dow. I've had great success, great experiences here, and I am a Dow employee through and through.
Your heart and vascular system is at the core of your overall health. Trust your care to Cardiovascular Institute of the South, a world leader in the diagnosis and treatment of heart disease, artery and vein disease in the legs, and heart valve disease. CIS cardiologists offer the most advanced, innovative, and compassionate care for the complete health of your heart and legs. Schedule an appointment at one of our 3 locations in the Capital Region at cardio.com.
Life is a journey, a series of unique moments that mold us into who we are. Some give us a reason to celebrate, some bring us joy, others may challenge us, but make us stronger, help us to endure, persevere, even triumph. So while no one's health journey is the same, our why remains unchanged. It's you. Ochsner Health. Long live you.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley. Of course, every week in this segment, we have our Jerry Lane Chevrolet Players of the Week. Coach, who were those Jerry Lane Chevrolet Players of the Week on offense, defense, and special teams this week?
Well, I'm going to revert back because that offensive special team, offensive player of the week was very, very tough for me. But I'll go special team wise. You got to give it to Luke Jackson. I'm talking about he kicked the field goal, kicked the extra points, and didn't miss anything. So you got to give it to Luke Jackson. Then when you talk about defense, there's only one name you can just think of: Jordan Lewis. The young man does everything. I mean, if he would have made one of the sacks, he probably would have been the SWAC player of the week. But Jordan Lewis and Luke Jackson. Then you talk about the offense side of the ball. I think it was so many guys that played well, but you got to give it to your quarterback when he can throw it to two different receivers for a touchdown and then rush one for himself. So it would be Bashawn McCray.
There you have it, the Jerry Lane Chevrolet Players of the Week. Coach, after the game, we had a chance to catch up with some of those people that you just talked about. Joe Dupree caught up with Jared Sims, Bashawn McCray, and Jordan Lewis and filed this report.
Well, Tide and Coach, I'm here with Jared Sims, number 24, and we had a big game tonight against FMU. And, man, you put up some big numbers along with the Jaguar offense. How do you like running the new offense, Mr. Sims?
I love it. I feel it fits all of us well. It gives everybody opportunities to showcase what they can do in different phases of the game and just excel as a whole offense, as you saw tonight by the scoreboard.
Oh, indeed, we did see tonight as we usher in the Coach Eric Dooley era here in the 2022 season. Look, let's look at some of your stats. On the ground, man, you had about 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. You were averaging about 8.4 every carry. How did that feel?
It felt good, but that's just a direct representation from the O-line, averaging 8 yards a carry. That's all of them. They're creating holes. I'm just doing the easy job.
We had 2 rushing touchdowns from you, 1 receiving touchdown. Can we expect more of this as we move forward?
Yes, you can expect a lot more of it because we plan to put on performances like this every week. This isn't just a one-time thing.
I'm here with Jordan Lewis, and he was 2 years ago the SWAC Defensive Player of the Year. Now you're in a new role of playing linebacker. How you like playing that role in the defense?
It feels pretty good. Just able to do something to help on my team more. Just able to use my ability out there on the field. So it feels pretty good.
Stats look great tonight. You had about 1.5 sacks, a whole bunch of tackles. Got one question, though. What did we learn from this game? Because it seemed to be, even though the defense did a great job of shutting down the opponent, seems to be there was a lot of timing and a lot of penalties with encroachment. How do we work on that and improve that?
Just on this week before we go on our next game, we got to work on our discipline, able to just have our mind in the game and be focused and mainly our discipline.
Well, as we move forward, our next opponent, big-time opponent, we play the LSU Tigers at LSU. Are we ready for that?
Our goal is to go 1-0, so we're going to be ready.
Here with Bashawn McCray, our quarterback, and listen, great night tonight. Y'all put up some outstanding numbers against FMU. Tell me, how did it feel with this new offense as we usher in the Coach Eric Dooley era?
I mean, it felt good. We prepared 2 weeks, so we got a little cheat. So it just preparation, and they all came to play. We just had to put it on film.
As the game was moving forward, I saw you had some great chemistry with your receivers. You threw some great balls. Your receivers were catching. How did it feel with that move between you and your receivers?
It felt good. We practiced it a lot. We go over it a lot, extra work, film work too. But it's just brick by brick, day by day. We just want to get better each day, each week.
I was noticing that you had a very good eye to read the defense. You knew when to pull back. You knew when to run. You knew when to hand it off. Are we going to continue with that style of play as we move forward?
Yes, sir. We're going to keep building on that. Like I said, brick by brick, day by day.
Well, our next opponent is the LSU Tiger. We ready for the game?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Week by week. Yes, sir.
You heard it right here, Todd, on the Jaguar Football Show.
Good to hear from those players, and I'm sure we'll be hearing from them again throughout the season. When we come back, we'll look ahead to our second game of the year against the LSU Tigers on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley.
Introducing new Fast Play games from the lottery. Play In Between, win up to $1,000. If you like bingo, play Black Cherry Bingo, win up to $5,500. Pick up Super Sevens, top prize $7,777. Touchdown, play Saints, win up to $25,000. It's all about cash. Play $50,000 cash extravaganza. Play the Fast Play games from the lottery.
Cats down by 58 with 1 minute left.
Hey, where's everybody going? This game's not over. So we're not the best. Our kicker stubbed his toe on the ball, and pretty sure our mascot has his costume on backwards. But this is our team. No matter what.
He was looking for the perfect car, but every place he looked, he was ignored.
Excuse me. Looking to buy a car?
Until one dealership decided to give him a chance. From Jerry Lane Chevrolet comes a story of one man's journey of buying a vehicle and getting treated with honesty and transparency every step of the way.
Thank you for listening to me.
Helping customers one car at a time.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
Customer service.
There is a gap between what is needed and what needs are met. When you partner with Liberty Bank, you empower more people to achieve more freedom. You're also investing in a bank that is a proven leader and has impacted those who usually don't have access to fair interest rates, new opportunities, and quality financial products. For Liberty Bank, this is bigger than banking. This is what happens when money and mission meet. Bank with us. Together, we can make a difference. Liberty Bank. There's freedom here. Member FDIC.
They said I was small, weak, said my heart wasn't strong enough. But I showed them what heart looked like, again and again and again. Mom got me the right care, the right doctors with Blue Cross coverage. Don't let people tell you who you are. Show them the right card, the right care.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley. Coach, we turn our attention to the next game, and I'm kind of chuckling because I'm about to say we turn our attention to the LSU Tigers. Never ever said that in 23 years of doing this show to play the LSU Tigers. Historical game, of course, LSU and Southern playing for the first time ever. And Coach, I know it's the second game of the season for you, but for everybody else, Baton Rouge is buzzing, and two Louisiana boys, the historical part of this, acknowledging the magnitude of the game and the fact that the Jaguars could potentially be playing against 104,000 people.
I think it's very exciting for our guys. I think our guys are ready for that stage as well. So, I mean, it's going to be exciting for the city of Baton Rouge as well as for our players and as well as for LSU players.
Coach, got to ask you, Coach Kelly's got one game under his belt. He lost last night against Florida State. What does he like to do on offense?
Well, I think, there's so many people doing some of the same things, but the thing that I saw what they do with their offense, they allow the quarterback to use his legs, and he's a good guy that can run as well. But also they got the running backs that they get the ball off, but they got a huge tight end. Dad played in the NFL, a Hall of Famer, and they don't mind using him. But the thing that stands out, they got those wideouts that can play some football.
They do. I tell everybody they got some NFL talent down there. Coach, what do they like to do on defense?
They come. They do a lot of slant. They bring the blitz from both sides. Lightning band and what we call it. They creep their safeties down as well in blitz. But they try to line up and play some exciting football on defense. So they're going to get after the passer. Also, they're going to play a little cover zero.
Well, Coach, one thing I like is new coach down there. No chemistry. They got a lot of figuring out to do. Perfect time to play a team like that. Good luck on Saturday, and hopefully we get the win in Tiger Stadium. When we come back, we're going to wrap up this week's edition of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley.
Some things in life smell delicious. Others, not so much. Like a gas leak. Propane, for instance, is naturally odorless. That's why we add strong odorants to alert you if there is a leak. So if you ever smell gas, turn your system off at the tank and call your propane dealer immediately. Propane is a safe and exceptional fuel, and we want to keep it that way.
Life is a journey, a series of unique moments that mold us into who we are. Some give us a reason to celebrate. Some bring us joy. Others may challenge us, but make us stronger. Help us to endure, persevere, even triumph. So while no one's health journey is the same, our why remains unchanged. It's you. Oshner Health. Long live you.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats. The flavor says it all.
I've always been a person that was very interested in learning how things worked. I got introduced to engineering from Southern University in Baton Rouge. And I think Dow and Southern really helps that as a woman in engineering. Coming to Dow, I just feel like I'm doing so much with my degree. It's just gonna take me so many places. The company is so wide and so expansive, you can go anywhere, you can do anything.
The arteries and veins in your legs are part of your vascular health. Leg pain, swelling, visible veins or ulcers can be signs of vascular disease. If left untreated, these conditions can become painful and debilitating. Trust the specialists at Cardiovascular Institute of the South, who treat the root of the problem with minimally invasive, in-clinic procedures to restore the health and beauty of your legs. Schedule an appointment at the CIS Leg and Vein Center today at cardio.com.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Eric Dooley. And before we wrap up this week's edition, Coach, got to ask you, what's your opinion of these type, as they call them, money games, an LSU versus a Southern University? You know, of course, the smaller school gets a nice payday for their athletic department, but with the new advent of the TV audience wanting to see big program versus big program, do you see these games lasting? But more importantly, what is your opinion of these games?
I think it's good and bad when you take a look at it. It could be good for the economy, it could be good for the programs where it helps out, but then also as far as lasting, I don't see right now, because you know a lot of the FCS schools now are getting a chance to get transferred, and that's leveling off the playing field. So I don't see it happening, I guess, after another 2 or 3 years.
There you have it from the coach. All right, Coach, we'll see you next week. Go Jags!